Okay, I'm gonna say this thing, look how happy it looks to be going home with me. It's like, it's hard to say, it's rocking back and forth like it's happy. It's happy. What better time to take a video than right as it's starting to rain? So now's good. This is something I built just yesterday, one day. I went to the quarry, I'll call it that, but it's really like a landscaping supply place. And the guy has one rule. You can only buy what you can carry and take and put in your car and get home yourself. So these are my rocks. They weren't the size, they were a little smaller than what I wanted to get, but they were pretty decent. The guy was actually pretty impressed because this one on top that looks like a giant lamb chop or something, I don't know what it looks like. Ham, it looks like ham. Anyway, he could barely get it out of my car to weigh it. So he was pretty impressed with that. Those push-ups pay off. There's a chipmunk and the whole thing pays off. Like, so the chipmunk was just in there. Now he's in the cave, or she, whoops, there she is, and going back into there. So yeah, it makes it all worth it. But really what I did it for, well, the squirrels, the chipmunks, but especially the toad. There was a big brown toad that was living in a wood pile here. And I didn't want to displace him, but I wanted to get rid of the wood pile. When I'd started to move the wood pile, I picked up a piece of wood and there he was. Well, this was completely unexpected. I just added this and I was going to take down what's behind it. And I pulled up this top piece of wood. And there was a giant toad. Ta-da! Big toad. And that's not Toady Roosevelt because he's real dark. He's different than the other ones. He's very big. Anyway, I'll cover him back up. So I was like, okay, this won't do. I can't just move a guy's home if I don't leave him a new one. So I've been reading a lot about toads and they like rock caves. And I built this one so squirrels and chipmunks and toads can all get in here. There goes the chipmunk. But over here, so there's a ledge like under this rock. So toads like to hide like under rocks. There's like a ledge under that. Isn't that cool? And I put that other one behind it to give him further, like he can get in between that other rock and that one. It looks better when it's wet, and I probably should have wet it for this video, but I didn't. So we'll have to deal with that. This one too, really cool when it's wet, but even cool when it's dry. I have a juniper because junipers just grow well here. They just do. So, and I got a fern, I forget what it's called, Lady in Red or something like that, and it's hardy. I was supposed to get a cinnamon fern per some article I read about toads. It stays alive in the winter, or at least doesn't die, and it can stay outside in the winter. And so I wanted to get a cinnamon fern, but they were out, and so the lady suggested instead I get this Lady in Red or painted lady. I don't know what it was called, something or other, but it's pretty, right? It has some red in it. And then this is a golden arbor vitae, and I like it because it's yellow. She said it'll stay yellow on the tips, but it has to stay in the sun. Well, I guess that's sun. If we had sun, that would be a place for it to be, but we don't. But if we did, and then it's covered in the deer fence, so the deer can't eat everything in a day like they do. They're gonna eat it never. They're never ever gonna eat it because I have it covered. And then this, I got this at the landscaping place too. The toads can fit in there. The chipmunks probably can too. And it creates another little cave. I'm working on, I just stained the wood hide that I'll be making for the squirrels to put in here. A nice looking one that'll have stone on top. And then right here, this is just toads like to lay on a log. So there's his log. And then they can come out through here like the chipmunk demonstrated and go into this cave. And there's all kinds of ways to get in here. I should probably have another rock right here because of hawks, so I'll have to get something to put there. There's all kinds of like ways to get in, and okay, that's not a good example. If you're a chipmunk, you can get in through there, but ow, oh. Okay, so if you're a squirrel, why did I put this here? I don't know why I put this here. Okay, so I'm going to take this away, and I'm going to put this in the other location where it made sense to have it. I don't know why I put that there. There. Now that closes that off a little more because it was open like that. That might be hawk scary. That's better because a squirrel can dive down in there, but a hawk cannot. That's our first good size squirrel and chipmunk and toad cave and I'm pretty excited about it. I wish I was a toad. And, well, I don't really. And there's even a little ledge form on this side. Oh, and then this rock has a good ledge underneath it. Where is it? Over there. And pulling the net up so squirrels can come in on either side of it, and it doesn't crush the fern. I needed something to keep the net off. So there we go. Pretty cool. The rocks were 70 some dollars, but I had previously bought that big one on top and it was like 25. So it might be more like $100 for the rocks. And that includes these two rocks here. $200 maybe for the 3 bushes, so, or whatever they are, tree plus bushes. So it's like $300, which isn't great, but it's a lot less than you pay a landscaper. And this looks, I think, a lot better than this. I mean, to me that's cool, but I don't know what neighbors think of this stuff. So I think I'm gonna start swapping out this kind of thing for that kind of thing. Something that's like more traditional landscaping. All right, here's the Toady Robinson, Toady Roosevelt. Actually, it's a different toad. Is this the big brown toad? Which toad is this? I'll call you back.
Okay.
This might be that big brown toad. This is not Toady Roosevelt, because Toady Roosevelt, I hate to say it, he's just better looking than this. He's just better looking. Sorry, dude. Yeah, you actually don't look that bad in this light. He's like, why are you judging my appearance? But, okay, this might be a different one is what I'm saying. All right, so I'm trying to, there we go. There, I'm probably driving him crazy because this guy maybe doesn't know me like Toady Roosevelt does. So there you are, dude. I am so happy to see you in here, and enjoy your night with all your stuff. You're like, what about me? Don't I get to enjoy my night? There you go. I got this squirrel right here. I got this toad, whose name I don't know. Right here. Here comes squirrel. Here comes squirrel. Watching the sunset. He blends in really well, doesn't he? Rock lair came and it totally exceeds all expectations. All right, so there's like a little step, a little ramp to get in, and it is heavy. And then I'll put leaves in there. Listen to that. That's heavy. It's totally awesome. So I don't need to worry about, something knocking it over or the wind. This thing is nice and sturdy and a great hide. The rock lair now smells way better than my bed, like way better. All right, I got someone inspecting. You gonna go inside? And he goes back to the thing I said I was going to replace. And he goes back to the thing I laughed at. So, yeah. Hey, is that Honey Mustard? You want to jump up? Come here, Honey Mustard. Come here, Honey Mustard. Wow. They're running around it. I need to make oh, here comes Brain. Yeah, I realized the design flaw in it. Like, there's ways to get in and out, but inside it, the net falls low at some places that makes it hard to get in and out. 12 minutes later, Do I sound like that voice? Anyway, I had this kind of see. I think somebody put glitter on this rock. This awesome neighbor that they love the squirrels. They come by. It's this family. Told me about these free rocks they had seen. Well, by the time I got there was one left, and it was this one. But still, it's pretty cool, and it works well for. It's holding the mesh up, so now squirrels can get in and out, and they have headroom. It gives them headroom. Got the rock lair right in the middle there. I ended up facing the entry to the rock lair into the center to keep the toad more protected.